Just say beats with Oprah.
It's still not mathing, and I'm really getting tired of black women having the same story. It's breaking my heart. Like 20 plus in the game, it breaks my heart. It's
Start getting calls from Lee Daniels, Tyler Perry, Oprah Winfrey, and Lionsgate. And they wanted me to come work for free.
People are saying that I was not supporting Taraji. Taraji will tell you herself that I've been the greatest champion of this film, championing not only the behind-the-scenes production, but also everything that everybody needed. I'm not in charge of the budget because that's Warner Brothers. You know, that's the way the studio system works.
And y'all know I've been doing this a while. And I've been on productions where I've been the only black person, the only female.
Oprah really cannot escape the storm. Every single day, another famous voice steps forward accusing her of acting like a shadowy power broker in Hollywood. And the newest name shaking the table is Fantasia. At first, when Taraji publicly challenged Oprah, Fantasia kept her distance, choosing survival over speaking out. But baby, that silence has officially expired. Now, whispers claim Fantasia clashed directly with Oprah, and the fallout turned vicious, allegedly ending with Oprah freezing her out. Cat Williams wasn't exaggerating when he called out Oprah and Tyler Perry as ultimate gatekeepers. Before the tension exploded, Oprah and Fantasia were actually close. Their bond began after Fantasia's 2004 American Idol victory. Oprah later sat down with Fantasia for a heartfelt interview where she revealed her painful history with poverty, literacy struggles, and life-altering hardships. After that conversation, the two didn't just stay cordial, they became friends. That connection led Oprah, as a producer on the Broadway adaptation of The Color Purple, to personally choose Fantasia to portray Celie. In 2007, and then again in 2021, Oprah returned to Fantasia, asking her to reclaim the same role for the 2023 film musical version of The Color Purple. But this is where the story takes a dark turn. The very project that bonded Fantasia and Oprah became the weapon that shattered them. If you somehow missed the chaos surrounding The Color Purple, it erupted in 2024 when Taraji broke down emotionally during the film's press tour and accused Oprah of refusing to pay her fairly. The most heartbreaking part wasn't even watching Taraji cry on camera. It was hearing her admit she hadn't received a salary increase since Proud Mary, Music, released 6 years before The Color Purple hit theaters. And no, Taraji wasn't finished pulling back the curtain on Oprah yet.
my raise. I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary. And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then why am I doing this? If it's all just for me, why are you here? We are to service each other. God is very clever. He put us on this earth and he made us all look different. He made it complicated. We need to figure it out. And we can, and we are. You have to look at the glass as half full. It's always half.
She resurfaced for another sit-down with Gayle King. And this conversation felt unsettling, to put it lightly. Now, unless you've been off the grid, you know Taraji and Gayle share an extremely tight bond. Maybe uncomfortably tight, since rumors have floated about them possibly being romantic partners. Still, throughout the interview, Gayle King kept softening Taraji's claims, cracking jokes, shifting energy, because she's loyal to Oprah and clearly uneasy with Taraji dragging Oprah publicly on her platform while cameras rolled and tension thickened across the room.
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to just say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Well, have to. The math ain't mathin'. Tired of hearing that my entire career, 20 plus years in the game, and I hear the same thing, and I see what you do for another production, and when it's time for us to go to bed, you don't have any money. They play in your face. And I'm just supposed to smile and grin and bear it and just keep, enough is enough.
This isn't the first time we've heard a black actress step forward to talk about being severely underpaid. And it definitely won't be the last as long as figures like Oprah remain in power, more focused on stacking wealth onto their already massive fortunes than compensating talent what they genuinely earn. And before you ask, yes, Monique is exactly who this points back to. One reaction summed it up perfectly, saying Taraji P. Henson is finally speaking the music. Same truths Monique was dragged and punished for exposing about Oprah, bug-eyed, praying mantis-looking self and the toxic system Black women are trapped in. The truth hurts. What makes this even more alarming is that Viola Davis, who is literally one of the most respected music actresses alive, also admitted she's been underpaid. She revealed that despite being compared to Meryl Streep and holding every major award imaginable, her paychecks still fall short, while others with half her resume walk away with far more. And if this is what Viola freaking Davis is forced to endure, imagine the injustice everyone else is silently surviving.
Don't talk about gender inequality of pay, because a lot of the women who've stepped forward, and I stand in solidarity with them, okay? What they're getting paid, which is half of what a man is getting paid, well, we get probably a tenth of what a Caucasian woman gets. And I'm number one on the call sheet. And then I have to go in and I have to hustle for my worth. That's what I feel like I'm doing. When I demand what I feel, listen, I have more than a 30-year professional career. I had a friend who said, yeah, but Viola, your career is better than my career. I said, yeah, but you can't compare me to you. Because once again, I got the Oscar, I got the Emmy, I got the 2 Tonys. I've done Broadway, I've done off-Broadway, I've done TV, I've done film, I've done all of it. I have a career that's probably comparable to Meryl Streep, Julianne Moore, Sigourney Weaver. They all came out of Yale, they came out of Juilliard, they came out of NYU. They had the same path as me, and yet I am nowhere near them. Not as far as money, not as far as job opportunities, nowhere close to it. And yet, I have to constantly get on that phone, and I have fabulous agents, by the way. They are getting it. But I have to get on that phone, and people say, you're a Black Meryl Streep. You are, and we love you. We love you. There is no one like you. Okay, then if there's no one like me, you think I'm that, you pay me.
Anyway, circling back to Monique, her war with Oprah has been simmering for years, and it all traces back to 2009. That's when Monique publicly claimed Oprah shut doors on her career. She alleged Oprah quietly stripped away opportunities after Monique pushed back, demanding fair pay for traveling the globe on press tours for Precious, a film produced by Oprah and Tyler Perry, and directed by Lee Daniels, according to Monique. She was paid only music, $50,000 to star in the film, an amount already insultingly low. But then Tyler and Oprah allegedly had the nerve to expect her to promote the movie worldwide without receiving a single extra dollar. Monique further claimed Oprah and Tyler launched a smear campaign, branding her as difficult, and even recalled Tyler allegedly trash-talking director David Tolbert, sabotaging her chances and ensuring doors stayed firmly shut.
What is that black dick connected to? That black man? So no, I was not blackballed. I was whiteballed. By some black who had no balls. Thank you, Mr. Lee Daniels. Thank you, Miss Oprah Winfrey. No, baby, I wasn't blackballed. I was up by some who had no balls. And see, I know they like to say, Monique, you talk too fucking much. It would me not to say the real shit. It would me not to say the real shit. You are not paying me equally. You are not treating me fairly. So y'all can suck my if I had money.
Oprah was eventually questioned about why she stayed silent when Monique accused her of blackballing her and dismantling her career. And instead of addressing the accusations head-on, Oprah launched into a long speech about Monique's so-called negativity. The deflection was wild, the manipulation was obvious. The gaslighting was turned up to maximum, y'all.
It's that too, because you're taking the high road on so many different levels, and people say negative things about you. Trump, Monique is in the media right now. Why do you continue to take the high road? Why don't you address it face?
Oh my gosh, because it's impossible. It's a law that if you meet negative with negative, you will just have a combusted negative force and negative energy. You can't meet negative energy where it is. You have to rise above it. You have to transcend it. You have to be the light. And it only takes a little bit of light to banish the darkness. It takes a lot of darkness to overcome the light. But it takes just a little bit of light. And we are warriors of the light. So I would never stoop to try to meet somebody where they are negative.
A lot of people sadly swallowed everything Oprah said without question because she wasn't the only famous voice criticizing Monique. Steve Harvey also went after Monique after she called him ___ and accused him of refusing to stand up for her. He claimed he didn't care at all about her opinion and insisted Monique had destroyed far too many relationships. And here's the wild part. Even after speaking so harshly about her, Steve had the audacity to invite her onto his show for an interview. But Monique wasn't having it. She called him out for being fake, revealing that while he supported her behind closed doors, he stayed silent and useless when it came to publicly backing her against Oprah and Tyler.
Do you believe that happened, and do you see that changing, and why?
I got labeled as difficult, my husband and my husband is Sydney, who happens to be my manager. We got labeled as difficult because I said one word, and that was no. Now, I said no to some very powerful people. I said no to Oprah Winfrey. I said no to Tyler Perry. I said no to Lee Daniels, and I said no to Lionsgate. And the difficulty came in when people that look like me, like Oprah, Tyler, Lee Daniels, and I gotta put my brother Steve on the list. Y'all knew I was not wrong. Each one of you said to me, Monique, you're not wrong. And when I heard you go on the air and you said, my sister done burnt too many bridges, and there's nothing I can do for her now. Steve, do you know how hurt I was?
Simone, now let me give you this.
What I would have loved, what I would have appreciated from my brother was had you picked up the phone before you went on the air and said, Monique, you've burned too many bridges and there's nothing I can do. See, I would have appreciated had my brother called me up and said, baby, let's talk. Because you doing that was a part of me being difficult. And y'all know I did nothing wrong. Y'all know my husband did nothing wrong. But none of y'all in real time, was strong enough to go publicly and say, we can't throw our sister under.
Anyway, circling back to Taraji, the situation took an even stranger turn once her comments about Oprah caught fire online. Suddenly, strings were being pulled quietly, and Taraji was pushed into reversing everything she'd said. Yes, read that again. Taraji went from openly criticizing Oprah to praising her as nurturing and uplifting. You truly couldn't script this. She posted on Instagram during that time saying, Ms. Oprah has been nothing short of a consistent and unwavering source of light for the entire cast of The Color Purple. She claimed Oprah personally told her to reach out whenever she needed support, and she did. I only took one call, one conversation, and one powerful Black woman in decision-making position to make her feel validated. But the public was not buying it, not for a second. Many believed Oprah and the studio pressured her into posting that message to stop audiences from boycotting the film. Things spiraled further when a video exploded online of a TikToker breaking down Taraji and Oprah's body language, highlighting how tense and uncomfortable they seemed around each other. And as if that wasn't suspicious enough, the photo Taraji used was pulled straight from the same video the TikToker analyzed. I don't know about you, but it's screaming full-blown damage control.
We're gonna go over your body language. Let's look at Oprah. You see how she looked at Taraji and quickly looks away. And now look at Taraji. Look at her legs. She locks it away from Oprah, looking up, fluttering her eyes, trying to hold back tears. But she's trying to be professional, but she leans into Oprah. Oprah pulls away. Fake laugh. We all know that's fake. That's fine. But they're trying to release that negative energy outside their bodies. Oprah is all closed up. She's not even trying to open up, and it was closing in on Oprah. Oprah pulls out, trying to find an escape, goes right behind Gandalf Brooks. I look at Taraji's face. She's just like not having it. And notice how Oprah is suddenly now opened up with her arms, and look at Fantasia's face. Look at Taraji as if we're almost to the ending of this. Don't worry. Something definitely happened here. And now look at how Oprah has her arms and her.
Now, like I mentioned earlier, Fantasia chose silence at first because she watched Taraji get torn apart behind closed doors the moment she spoke up about Oprah. And the very last thing Fantasia wanted was to become collateral damage in that fallout. That's why, when she was directly asked whether there was tension between Taraji and Oprah, she shut it down completely and said no.
Poke my head in, see what's going on, and poke my head right on out. Drama, it can't get in the way of it. I don't believe it.
So absolutely no beef with Oprah?
No, me, well, of course, I don't have any beef with anybody. But no, none of us, we love, she was on set, but she never went home, first of all. When you think Oprah, you're like, oh, she'll fly in our private plane, fly back out. Yeah. She never went home.
But baby, The whispers now say Fantasia has completely changed her melody. She went from denying any tension involving Taraji and Oprah to allegedly struggling to land acting roles, with rumors claiming Oprah quietly shut doors on her for siding with Taraji behind closed doors. How much of this is fact remains murky. Still, when you notice how few projects both Taraji and Fantasia have booked since The Color Purple wrapped, it definitely raises eyebrows. As always, the public had plenty to say. One person commented, "Everything Oprah does is for herself. She's a gatekeeper. Don't trust a word that comes out of her mouth." Another added, "Oprah, her blood runs red just like everyone else's, and her mess stinks the same. There's no humility left, just ego. She's not special, just lucky, and she doesn't respect it anymore." But now I want to hear from you. What do you think about Oprah allegedly blackballing Taraji? And how do you feel about Fantasia choosing silence at first to protect herself? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to click here to watch this other extremely messy video.